Good morning, good morning. I'm in a new place, and one of the wonderful things about being able to, an online businesswoman is that you can do your business anywhere, except you've got to remember to bring your glasses with you, right? So I've come on, and I'm actually up in the Blue Mountains, and I'm looking after my nephew so that my brother and his wife can go to work. And I came up here and forgot my glasses. So good morning, Christine, Beck, Donna, and Christine's on here twice. I can sort of see. So good morning, everyone. So this morning we're going to be talking about supporting the inner child. And I did put a little bit, good morning, Rhea. I've got 4 people on here. I seriously cannot see very well, so I'm going to do my best. And so what is it to you? What is the inner child to you? Because it actually is a psychological term that it's about the creative aspect of yourself that is up until adolescence, right? So there's this part of our being that actually is the creative aspect, the childlike innocence, and the part of ourselves that still hasn't quite grown up, right? So what does the inner child mean to you when I say inner child? I'd love to get some feedback from you. Because while I'm waiting for everyone to respond, one of the things about the inner child is, there's a lot of talk about supporting or healing or looking after the inner child. Good morning, Dell. Good morning, Fiona. Because, unfortunately, most of us have had a pretty traumatic childhood. Just the way it is, right? We've come down here to this planet and we're living in duality, we're living in contrast, and where we are in time space, we're in this place where we're evolving as humans, and our parents and our parents' parents and our generations have found themselves being very separate and separated and creating identities that are unconscious and are not awake. So therefore, all of us, and you would have heard me say this over and over again if you've been watching me for any number of time, any length of time. Even if you were brought up in a beautiful family, you would have heard, don't do that, don't touch this, because I said so, do as you're told. And we're influenced outside of ourselves instead of really listening deeply internally with who we truly are and listening to our intuition and the connection to our inner guidance. And all of these things that we hear from outside of ourselves slowly chip away at our confidence, at our self-assurance, and we feel like we're not good enough. So that inner child, that part of ourselves that is innocent and playful and creative and just wants to have fun, that part of ourselves can get really damaged and feel very, very wounded. And so as we move along in our life, it becomes more and more separate from our main personality, and it becomes, some parts of it can be very repressed and dormant. And so I'm talking about the inner child, but I could be also talking about there's other aspects of our personality that, depending on who we are and how our life has been lived, that part of ourselves can also get repressed and separate from the main personality, and feel unsafe, so it sort of pulls away. So, you know, like the wounded child, or you know, the protector controller, the perfectionist, all of these parts of ourselves become like compartmentalized within ourselves, and can come out at different times, come out at different times and take over our body, right? So you might find, and sorry for the sun behind that, everyone on Facebook, but I wonder if I can change that. I might be able to. 1 second. Let's see if I can. This one? This one. Awesome. Thank you, Martin. So, there you go. I can now see my face and I haven't got glasses on. It's actually gone really, really cold in Sydney. It was like a cold snap just came over overnight, or yesterday. It was freezing cold and windy in Sydney, and so it was 8 degrees this morning when I woke up at 5:30, and usually it's 16, so it's just gone bang. It's like drops really, really quickly. So let me see, I've got someone in the chat. Let me see if I can read that. My inner child, I feel to be creative, fun, loving part of us. Yes, absolutely. However, we can find that inner child, that part of us that is creative and playful and innocent, can be too scared to come out, because it's that part of us, that creative aspect of us, can feel like it's being told that it's not allowed to play. It's told that it's, you know, it has to do what it's told, or it's got to be serious, or you've got to grow up, or, you know, all of these parts, or you're not good enough. Like, I know that I've just started painting again. And when I first started, I stopped for a long time, because that inner child, that part of myself that was creative, had been told that I didn't paint very well. And so, not by anybody else, by the way, but by myself. So I had made the assumption that because the perfectionist part of me also didn't feel that it knew what it was doing. So, you know, there's all these different parts of yourself, right, that can, good morning, Diane, all these different parts of ourselves that are internally making all these assessments and judgments, and making, like, talking to you, and all of a sudden you're not acting on what it is that you're wanting to do, because you're afraid that you're going to get it wrong. And so our inner child really needs love and support and guidance, so that that inner part of us, that playful aspect, good morning, Laurie, that inner part of us can actually play and have fun and have freedom with no boundaries. Without, you know, I believe that boundaries are really good. However, for the inner child, it's really cool just to have no boundaries and to allow that part of ourselves to be creative and fun. What is it that you do to support your inner child? Are you doing something at the moment? This year is all about supporting the self and taking ownership and looking deeply within. So what is it that you're doing that is supporting that part of yourself to come out and play again? Are you doing anything? Are you actually allowing that part? Recently started roller skating and laughed and smiling while loving it. Oh, that's so cool, Donna. I actually, that's so funny that you said that. Take 5, listen to early music, play with others. Oh, that's awesome, Diane. I'm not as good as I was when I was 12 at roller skating. Yeah, I bet, but I bet it's just as fun, right? And it's being aware of that. This is what I'm talking about. It's being aware of allowing yourself to have that freedom, right, Donna? Yeah. So allowing yourself to have that freedom without that the adult coming in and saying, you know, that you're not good enough, or that you know, you should be better at this, or all of these things that we can have, right? Exercising, listening to music I love. That's cool, Laurie. Yeah. And Laurie, one of the things about having little kids is it's giving you that permission to allow yourself to bring that inner child out and play and have fun, right? And get dirty and, you know, paint and get stuff on your hands. One of the things that I'm doing with my painting, I've got an easel, and the part of me that's the adult thinks that the easel has to always look clean and get no paint on it. And one of the things that I'm really enjoying is that I'm just painting, and when there's paint that splashes on the easel, I'm like, well, that means I'm using the easel, right? Because instead of it just sitting there and not doing anything. So it's been fun allowing myself to have that freedom. I have a friend, middle-aged like me, who I play with and laugh with. Yeah. Yes, it's so fun. Actually, Christine, I've got a friend up there that I'm going up to visit, that we have fun and laugh and carry on and dance and everything as well. So guys, one of the things that my inner child has just decided over the weekend, guess what I did? I have just officially organised my road trip. So I'm going at the end of the month. I'm going down to, up. So on the 30th of April, I start my road trip, and I'm actually going all the way up to Cairns, and I'm staying in Airbnbs and staying with friends on the way. So it's actually taking me a week and 2 days. Yeah, Christine, it's going to be so much fun. And so all the way up, it's a week and a couple of days to get there, and then I'm there for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'm traveling back down, and I'm traveling a little bit differently because I'm staying in Toowoomba on the way back, and I'm going to do some events. I'm doing events all the way up and in Cairns, and then all the way down. So keep your eyes out for that if you live in Maleny, Toowoomba, or you know anyone that lives in Maleny or Toowoomba, and in Cairns. Because I've got events happening all the way up, and then fun all the way up. I'm staying at one of the ones that I'm staying, Airbnb I'm staying at, is a treetop house, and it's got a plunge pool, so right outside of my door. So I'm going to be able to go for my cold water therapy in the middle of winter, but it's going to be up in the tropics, right? Nearly up in the tropics, so it's not going to be that cold, but we'll see. So I'm allowing my inner child to come out and totally just have fun, because this year I turned 50 in September, and I wanted to explore life this year and have some more fun exploring. So what is it that you're doing? We've got roller skating. What is it that you're doing to support your inner child? Have fun as you can. Yeah, I will. Fabulous 50, yes. Yes, it's very exciting. I can't wait. So it's allowing that part of yourself to integrate with who you are. And so if you're on Facebook, I got 5 minutes, cool. So thank you, Irene. I can see better than I thought I would be able to without glasses. Now that's the other part of this, right? I have totally come to recognize my the part of me that stuffs up every so often, and I don't berate myself because I know I do it all the time, right? So I don't berate myself. I brought my glasses case. I've got 3 pairs of glasses, and I actually saw them but not, you know, I thought that one of them was in the glasses case, and I brought it with me. So I thought that I was doing the right thing. However, it hasn't turned out that way, so that's all good. So what I was going to say is, if you're watching on Facebook Live, then jump. Irene, can you please put the link in? Keep freezing, beautiful. Thank you. Can you please put the link in so that anyone that would like to join in the meditation can do so? So we're just about to do a meditation or a visualization. We'll be doing a visualization for the inner child. So if you would like to join us, then click on the link that Irene's going to put in here. My beautiful VA is going to throw the link into Facebook, and you can jump on over here so that we can actually enjoy the visualization, and you also get the a PDF with the notes as well on how what we've spoken about. So let me read. Like, it's very interesting depending on which pair of glasses I remember to wear. That's so funny. At the moment, I just need ones to see and I'm hoping that that's all I need. So because I just watched something about wearing glasses actually, and they were saying it wasn't about vision because we don't actually see. It's all about our nerves in our brain. And so they were talking about relaxing the whole body and doing yoga to improve your eyesight. So, so I think we're up to the visualization. So I'm going to jump off. If anyone wants to, on Facebook, join us for the visualization, then click on that link that Irene just put in the comments, and come over here and join us for the meditation. So I will catch you all. So remember, do something for your inner child. Oh, there is one thing. There is one thing that I will share with you, is that I just over the weekend did my last half day of 5 steps to consciously creating your desires. And next month, I'm actually going to be talking really in depth about the inner child and other aspects of our personality. So that will be next month, and Irene will be able to share with you, or Rhea. Actually, if you're on Facebook, oh, you missed it, Diane. It actually, half of it was, most of it was live streamed into Women of Light, except for when we got to the group recode, where I turned it off after that. But all the information is in a Facebook Live in Women of Light. So if you're interested in coming to the Inner Child Half Day Workshop next month, then just put in half day into the comments and we'll send you the link for that, so that you can attend. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pull out, awesome, Diane, we'll send that link to you as well. So we're going to really pull out talking about the inner child and other aspects of our personality, and we'll also do a group recode to be bringing those parts together, and so that we're working with one personality, the mono personality, because then there's more space in your head, right? When you've got all these things telling you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, all of those things that are happening, then you're constantly got this mind chatter happening in the background, and it's been there for so long you've even forgotten that it's there. But I've got to tell you, the space in your head when all of that starts going, that you can create and focus on what you're, living a life you love and your desired end result, all of those things, you're going to absolutely thrive when you can move in one direction instead of being pulled left, right and center. So it's so much more fun with that extra space. It is so true. Okay, take care everyone on Facebook, and we will wait like maybe half a minute or something, so that if you want to jump over for the visualization, you can. Take care and have a wonderful day.